Okay. The Dharma siblings. We will read page number 3. There's a refuge in Bodhicitta. Everything is there. An open prayer book. If you don't have this text, then you focus on many of these and then recite. Okay. I take refuge in the Buddha until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Buddha Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas, just as the Buddhas of the past give rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path. So shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddha until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas, just as the Buddhas of the past give rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path. So shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas, just as the Buddhas of the past give rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path. So shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Tangwe do jeje jere zondo jinje mata do japon jamba sarja lombo davra jibaga jaje jaba shatangwe shans turjin janje de lo naro ta ma ba mala jeje gambo ba pa mondro ba jawan rong ba kajo lama nam je da jun she danandana zara tam je da lama la ba la ye jesus Lazan yondin jamsang alawa antin de donjin de bagale zor da zo lo ju zon ro razin ja lab da zor ju lam dan ro razin ja lab da lam ro wa ze razin ja lab da zo ro wa yi ge zan ja razin ja lab da zo ro me ju je ja bo dan ne do zon san je gan jo ngo ne razum jo go ngo zon ton ze Sava lama ja lo zor wan de so wan de so la ma rum bo je do wen bo do ten ji ju je ja kar mi na la re sa yi la me to ye men de bar san ja to ye men de bar san ja lo to ye men de bar san ja lo. Okay, Tahidele the Dharma siblings and last week I taught about Mantra Garland and the meaning of Mantra. So then today is the in front of yourself visualize mandala, that part. So many times in the Vajrayana practice, there self-visualization and front visualization. And then it has some reasons. One reason is for eliminate the dualistic perception. We think, oh, I'm here, you are there. So always we have these dualistic perceptions. This is the left side and this is the right side. And then we say this is good and this is bad. Because then good, I hope something happened, good things. Something good things happened. And I don't like some thing happening in some bad things happen. So then it's called attachment and aversion, hope and doubt, and right and wrong, and good and bad. So between these two stages, then we are deluded. We are daisy. So some Dharma friends asked me, why are we practice visualizing Yidam deities? That's actually right. Why it looks like we don't want to visualize Yidam deities. But only we think, oh, I'm here, and then I visualize myself as Yidam deity, but still I'm here. I'm a Yidam and I'm here. If we visualize through this way, then whether we visualize Yidam deity or not, quite similar. But the thing is, I visualize Yidam deity, for example, Tara, then what benefits through this visualization in my life or in current my situation? So the benefit is I visualize Tara because Tara is like a moon's reflection in the water. Then, and here, before I visualize Tara by myself, though I have a body, this is my head, this is my leg, and I'm here. Oh, today's weather is so cold, so I'm going to wearing more thick clothes. Oh, today's weather is so hot, so I can't wear thick clothes. But Tara is like a moon's reflection in the water, and it has no this uh, uh, temporary feeling. So temporary situations cannot affect. And somebody say, "Oh, you are very bad, and you are a mistaker, and you are wrong. It's your fault." How many times says that? It's like we talk to the, we criticize moon's reflection in the water, and then the moon's reflection is always appear there, but how many times we criticize moon's reflection never reply to us. Likewise, when we visualize ourselves as Tara, and then people say how many bad things on me, and I'm totally fine. Okay, no problem. And then patience is there. Tolerance is spontaneously practice tolerance. Otherwise, as you practice tolerance, it's quite difficult. But we realize that ourself is a Tara, and then the how many times we hear bad things, these bad words cannot affect in our life. So that means we freed from bad words, bad speech. And then also, then why do we visualize Tara in front of us, but still in our mind, oh, Tara is good, and I am still a little bit low. Tara is higher, something like we have to do dualistic perception. So we combine two Taras and mix them and union them. And then there are no two things, no subject, no object. So that means that we freed from dualistic perceptions. We can free from emotions, anger, jealousy, self-pride, and ignorance, but still we cannot free from subtle dualistic perceptions. Right now, we are always busy with the gross thought, so we cannot recognize that we have subtle thought. Sometimes we can recognize when we meditate very well, and then subtle thoughts affect our meditation. We can feel it. So that's why we are the reason to visualize, front visualize, and self visualize are these. Okay. So then this says the mandala before me is a perfectly arrayed, Buddha ram, lovely to behold. Upon a radiant Udamvara flower sits the transcendent conquerors, whose major and manner marks blitz with splendor. She has one face and seven eyes. Her right hand is in the mudra of generosity, and her left holds in upala flower. She is adorned with silken garments and precious jewels. Above her crown sits Amitabha, and at her three places are Hung. Light radiates from the thumb at her heart, inviting the wisdom being, resembling herself from Akanishta, who then is inseparably observed. So, mandala in front of us on the mandala. Mandala has a outer mandala, inner mandala, and secret mandala. Outer mandala is a whole universe. Whole universe can be outer mandala, and also outer mandala can be we set up the mandala. Now, for example, Vajakilaya and Yamitaka we set up by the wood and cover by the fabricates, and then we set up many things, dharmas and statues placed on there is called outer mandala. Outer mandala. Why do we need them? Because it helps to easily visualize. And also it helps us to understand what kind of mandala, what is the meaning of mandala. So that's why it helps to our eyes consciousness, ears consciousness, and consciousness of the mind. It's connect with them. In fact, it lead our mind to connecting this Tara or Yadam's mandalas. Inner mandala is bodhicitta. If you read Buddha's single intention in the Gongjik, in one verse it says, bodhicitta is the protective sphere of protection. So that means the inner mandala. Actually, for example, we set up mandala, and then, for example, Yamitaka, we set up mandala, and then we covered, and then still we put some other offering things around of this mandala. That means inner cities don't waste, and outer obstacles don't let enter in our mandala, in our temple, in our practice, something like that. So likewise, when we have a bodhicitta, then other outer obstacles cannot harm us. As Buddha, when he was 35 years old, early morning, about 4:30, he start to become enlightened. He process to attaining Buddhahood, and he engaged some serious obstacles which are related with the ignorance, related with the anger, related to the desire. So at that moment, if Buddha maintained his samadhi permanently, actually it's called unshakable or Vajra samadhi. So that's where these obstacles could not destroy to his practice. If at that moment, if that obstacles destroyed the Buddha's practice, then still the Siddhartha or Shakya, this prince of Shakya, still were not able to. He could not able to attain Buddhahood, but he attained some higher, maybe arhatship or something like that. But he could not completely attain Buddhahood. But he maintained with the Vajra Samadhi. So then all of these outer obstacles are just like a fake obstacles. Even somebody shoot him, some shoot him the arrows, that very sharp. The tip of arrow is very sharp, and still there are fire flames. It burned by the fires. It coming towards Buddha, but he unshakably rest at ease on the samadhi, vajra samadhi. So then all these arrows transform flowers. Arrows become flowers, so that they become offerings to the Buddha. So that's where during Buddha himself engaged some obstacles. Obstacle is actually same like Milarepa engaged obstacles when he received many teachings from Marpa, and he practiced in many caves. Milarepa has total 28 caves, and then there are 18 well-known caves. So he used most of caves, and he gained many realizations, but some case he got obstacles. Even his dharma protector, Tserengma came to him, and actually Tserengma is his protector, because Tserengma is a dharma protector. But first Malarepa perceived as a ghost, and then they discussed, debate more times, yeah. And she showed some miracle powers to the Malarepa, and then slowly Malarepa conquered his inner uncomfortable emotions, and then he look again. Oh, this is a Tserengma, and Tserengma is Malarepa's. In other hand, we can say Malarepa's concert for his Vajrayana way of practice, something like that. So many these outer obstacles are usually cities, and great blessings come to us, and then we are a little bit shortage, not enough merit. So then we cannot digest, or we cannot perceive these are the blessings. Another example is like there is a kid, yeah, maybe 3 years or 2 years old, young kid. Then if we bring some gift to give those children, but those children, they don't know we kindly take care of them, and it's very possible they are crying, and then they are hug or hold their mother, and they can't accept our gift. Similarly, sometimes these obstacles are actually cities and blessings, and sometimes we cannot digest it, we cannot understand them. But that is not only happened to lower practitioners. So as I mentioned, the Buddha, I mentioned the Malarepa, higher practitioners, higher realizers, they also suddenly they cannot recognize that that's really happened. So if they have happened like that, then of course in our way of practice, many things happen. So then we are going to understand that all these obstacles, all of the obstacles are good and fortunate if we can perceive it this way, and then we freed from strong serious obstacles, and then that means then in the future, then whatever happened, we have no problem. For example, usually we say, oh, car accident is not good. So everything is actually actually we follow as dharma path instruction, but slightly we mistakenly perceive something. Usually, car accident is not good, right? Everybody say car accident is not good. Okay, If unfortunately it happened, car accident happened, and then at that time, what we do is say, "Oh, it's fortunately I'm not die. Fortunately, it does not broke my leg." So then this is the car accident it, at that moment become very small issue. So it's very true, yeah. Likewise, right now, any kind of obstacles outer from the outside, inside, in from mind, wherever it's happened, then actually we try to perceive in the positive way. That is very important. Especially Vajrayana practitioners really need this energy, positive energy. Vajrayana practitioners, without positive energy, then we cannot uh, improve pure perceptions. So that's why should try to improve pure perceptions. And then secret mandala is actually wisdom. So wisdom, but mandala is Sanskrit. In the Dharma, mandala means central cycle. Central cycle. Central cycle, that I just, my words, okay. Chil means actually, chil means round. Coal. Then from there, we taking essence. So what is the fruition of bodhicitta? What is the fruition of the faith? Right now, many Dharma practitioners, I think we don't have a problem to understand many Dharma, but there are few challenges. How bodhicitta benefit in individual's life? Many practitioners don't understand, right? Second, faith is how really necessary phenomena to invite blessings from Guru. That is also many practitioners don't understand. So other ways to explain Dharma with the sadhanas, with the text, and many things, visualizations, many things, many practitioners understand. But many practitioners don't understand that bodhicitta's benefit. So the why? Why? Because we are going to understand it experientially. We are going to understand the bodhicitta benefits in my life. It protects my situations, my obstacles. So we should experience. Otherwise, how many times? One thing what happened, I personally experienced. For example, if I don't go far away, for example, Gachin Rinpoche often say bodhicitta, bodhicitta. First, for example, if first when I very newly came to the temple for when first I came to GBI, for example, Rinpoche said bodhicitta, oh, and then he said bodhicitta again a few times, and then often, then almost often, Rinpoche, whenever he gave teachings, bodhicitta, okay, then bodhicitta heard many times, bodhicitta, no feeling. And then slowly, more, why does Rinpoche emphasize on bodhicitta? And I don't focus on him and why does he emphasize on bodhicitta and try to really feel here. And then Rinpoche, even Rinpoche repeat only 2 times for one session of his teaching. In the both of times, we can feel a little bit. We can feel and we can give value on bodhicitta. So, and then sometimes we have uncomfortable feeling. We all are human being, definitely in the different situations. We have different experiences. At that time also practice bodhicitta. So it's this feeling is quite hard to share, but hard to explain. But it's very smoothly arise some problems. So from inner bottom of the heart, I mean, some pleasant start to arise. So that is, I think it's just the begin, just start to understand bodhicitta or value of bodhicitta or definition of bodhicitta or qualities of bodhicitta. So, since from today, whenever you hear, whenever you read about this bodhicitta part, please try to feel it, feel from bottom of your heart. Then, how many times you hear, how many times you read about these recitations, at that moment it benefits to your mind. And then, if something benefit to your mind, then something can benefit in your life. Okay. So, in fact, in front of us there are mandala, Taras mandala. Taras mandala, outwardly Taras pure land, inwardly Taras mandala. And then what kind of this mandala is, it says, mandala before me is a perfectly arrayed Buddha. What is the quality of pure lands? The qualities of pure land is actually number one, no suffering. No suffering. When we follow Dharma, there are two ways. One way is, oh, I have this problem, I have these obstacles, I have happened like this, and I am happening, experience this suffering. So please protect me, please help me. Through this way, we enter in the Buddha Dharma, right? That's number one. Number two, we prevent these sufferings, obstacles, problems, not only in this life. We prevent the suffering of Pardo, and we prevent the suffering of our future, 10 years later, or 5 years later, next month, next week. So that's the way we practice. So the quality of Pure Land is actually outwardly there are flowers, the sun and moon disk, and every these things, but in the reality, that means, oh, I am going to uh, enter a stage where there's no any suffering. So, for example, we practice dripchins or other practices. We enter in the temple. Gachin Rinpoche is stay here. He lead this practice. And some practitioners' mind is so happy and see Rinpoche's face and arise more devotion and very. Then they totally forget all of the past or yesterday or moment, the hours ago, situations, obstacles, everything forget. And the mind is very pleasant, enjoying with Rinpoche. That means really Rinpoche's blessing enters. Actually, Rinpoche's blessing enters in our mind, but we cannot experience it. So if your mind is very pleasant, happy, relaxed, that means Rinpoche's blessing enters and you are really experienced. And sometimes what happened is our body is inside of the temple in front of Ngachin Rinpoche, but mind is full of suffering. And then thinking about past situations, yesterday's obstacles, our ego's feeling, everything come back. And then sometimes we keep more worries about future. Then we spend 1 hour or 2 hours with Rinpoche, but we just experience suffering 1 hour and 2 hour. So that uh, is actually unnecessary thing. But practitioners who experience these things are, I never say these practitioners are not good practitioners. But for me too, here I am try to explain this some on the some subject, like a teachings on some teachings. At least for 2 hours, if you gain profound knowledge, it's also great. But whether you participate in my teaching or you participate in my leading this meditation class, my hope is if you spend time with me 1 hour or 2 hours, at that moment, please, you try to stay in the meditation mind, happiness of meditation mind. Happy means, oh, I'm very joy, very nice. Sometimes you can't do that. Of course, it's okay. Even sometimes I teach liturgically, and you feel a little bit altered weather or so forth. It's possible you are a little bit fall asleep. That means you have less tension. It's still positive. It's okay, totally okay. Even you participate for meditation class, still you fall down in sleep. It is still positive, so it's okay. But then if you keep full of sorrow for 2 hours or 1 hour, then if your sorrow or problems I can take from you, at least for during this moment of teaching, I really love to take from you, but there's no way. I am not great practitioner, much better than you. I'm not better than you. So I'm not sure I can take your sufferings completely, but at least during the moment of teaching, the blessings of these teachings, usually I teach to you, but these Dharma books teaches to me. So at that moment, my mind is a little bit changed. So I feel, oh, I can accept your programs. I will, but this is right now it doesn't work. But then I strongly wish that you will not experience suffering at that moment, in this moment, for 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Okay, then only I wish here. Actually, this is aspiration bodhicitta. It's a good one, but engage bodhicitta means I'm going to tell you, I'm going to remind you. It's remind. In fact, you know Dharma and I explain Dharma means I remind you. I remind you, for example, uh, you are you have a special party like some birthday or some wedding or some celebrations, some festivals. I remind you to, oh, we have these festivals like 2 hours or 3 hours, 3 p.m. or 2 a.m. p.m. something like that, and then you say, oh, I almost forget, and then you should come here, right? Likewise, I reminds you to stay happy, happily. I know you all are, we all are samsaric being right now. So you have morning, you went to the work. And then there are many colleagues, many people, you are engaging with many people. Some are good, some are not good behavior, characters, and they say some different things. And some case you get lots of tired and so forth. But you come to participate this, for example, teaching, and then just relax. And I makes more difficult your mind. That is not good, right? If I a little bit can benefit to you, and then I try to make happy, relax naturally, you know. This I cannot make you happy like when you participate in the some like a dance party If you participate in a dance party in the night time, maybe you drink a little bit of alcohol, enjoy maybe with the friends. You maybe found a new boy or girlfriends, and your feel is very pleasant. I cannot make like this for you. I don't have this ability. But that is, if I even I could do, it is not a good one because it is temporary happiness. That is called changing of suffering. In another word, Buddha said, we say temporary happiness, Buddha said changing of suffering. Because you have a friend, yeah? You found a new friend, and you being together, and you say cheers, and you drink alcohol a little bit together, and then the time's up, and then you are going to different ways, and your mind is something loose from your mind. But in the participate teaching, your mind is a balance. In fact, it's a balance, not so much tension, not so much pleasant. It's okay, it's relax. And then after afternoon, you go to work, still your mind is pretty fresh. And that is not changing of suffering. It is not temporary happiness. So that's how no, not only for learning dharma, we don't need to learn so much. Only learning doesn't benefit. Only learning not so much help. Only practice help. Only practice helps us, really. So how to practice is, oh, I'm going to practice, visualize these, those. No. If you can do that, it's okay. But currently, in this moment, you a little bit relax, relax. Don't be, stay with very uncomfortable emotions during this teaching. At least you focus what I say, even I explain mistakenly or whatever, you focus, and you a little bit can say, oh, it's funny, his English is funny, something like that. Even you can say that it doesn't affect your mind and in the negative way. So you it's like a tempest, but it cultivate merit. So, and then especially visualize Tara, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she has 7 eyes. Oh, why? Okay, that's why. And more kind of rejoice, rejoice. If you have, fundamentally, you have faith, then you can be rejoice. That's why I said difficult to understand two things, which are the meaning of bodhicitta and faith. So faith, everybody think I believe, I have faith, but we really cannot understand why we need faith to receive blessings from Guru, from Yidam deities, from Dharma practice. If we don't have faith, pure faith, then we cannot experience. Even we know something how to explain. So that's where, actually, I personally, I undertaking hardship. In fact, I made very efforts for understanding Dharma in my Dharma journey. So I definitely should give value to learning Dharma, but right now, if I cook some food ready to eat for you, so if I feed that food, I don't just give you a raw potato and raw vegetables, and then you are going to wash and cook. But what I try to give you right now is I washed, for example, potato, and then I cut and then fried, and then I bring in front of you in the plate, and I ask you, please take it. This is an example. So right now, what I try to help you is, if I say you learn this, those, that, it's a difficult, not easy part. Some have wish, some may be already afraid about Dharma when you heard that. So right now, practice. Practice means you are going to put into action. For example, I say cultivate bodhicitta. It does not mean you read bodhicitta. You open the sadhana and read. Bodhicitta Bodhicitta means essence of Buddha's nature, actually. Experience. May all beings be happy. If the power of this is very small, its benefit to you small. If your power of bodhicitta is very powerful, then its benefit is also powerful. So may all beings be happy. If you bottom of your heart, inside of your bone, if you can feel it, other sufferings in the corner of your mind, they run away. And then faith means trust, love. In other words, it's still we love Tara. We are enjoy Tara's things. As I ask you in the restaurant, what is your favorite food? Oh, my favorite food is this. This is very food is very yummy. I love it. Something like that. When you heard Tara's name and visualize Tara, you should be happy with this. That is the Dharma methods. These are the Dharma methods. Samsaric method is, as I mentioned, then we just participate with the different ways, yeah. But Dharma methods is when visualize Tara with enthusiasm. We need some interesting to visualize yudams. Then it helps. Otherwise, if you have many, already you have a big question. This visual, why we are going to visualize? Many times we experience that. That is in my life too, not only you. So then why are we going to visualize? The main answer is we are trying to cultivate happiness from our mind. So it says mandala means is perfectly arrayed Buddha realm, lovely to behold. Upon a radiant upala flower, Udamvara flower, sits the transcendent conquerors, whose major and minor marks blazed with a splendor. He has one face and 7 eyes. So Tara has 7 eyes. Actually, we say first, okay, 7 eyes. As the faith, Tara's faith is like a water. So the first eye is represent of the faith like a water. From her side, Tara has a faith. Tara was also ordinary being before she became Tara. So she was ordinary being, and then she cultivated faith, and then her faith became devotion. And then her devotion become bodhicitta. And then her bodhicitta become wisdom. So right now, my faith and Tara's faith is different. Tara's faith is wisdom. So her wisdom, the faith is like a water. Water benefit all the trees, all the plants, all beings. That water is also not just chemical water. Water is like a this water possesses 8 qualities. Drink, it helps throat, stomach, and this all the part of the body. It benefits it's eliminate the disease and so forth. And then sound is melodious. There are many and very clean, pure. There are many qualities. So that's where Tara's faith is like a water. That's then second, Tara's eyes is represent of the moral discipline. It looks like a flower, like a Udamvara flower. It's such a beautiful flower. So term is actually dharani in Sanskrit. Dharani is moral discipline. Dharani means even there's some, uh, for example, uh, first moral discipline is refuge vow. Then second is monastics vow, and the third is Bodhisattva's vow. Fourth is Vajrayana's vow. We have like these vows. So these vows are the fundamental of all the qualities of dharma qualities. So that's where it's like flowers. Flower means when we see the flower, oh, there's beautiful flower. I'm going to take picture of this. It's beautiful flower, right? Same like when we have very good discipline, the good this moral discipline, then the gods and the demigods and some even ghosts, they homage us, they respect to us. So why these four gatekeepers, the gods, and then 33 gods, 17 gods, and four formless realms of gods. Why the Brahmi, Indra kings homage to Buddha? Because he has a very pure moral discipline, pure vow. So that's where Tara kept these vows perfectly. That's where she has second eyes. Third eyes is then is generosity. It's like a wish fulfilling jewel. So Tara hand doing like this mudra and place on her knee. That means she bestows all the cities, all the people need realizations. In fact, she bestows Buddhas, Dharmas, Sanghas, or Dharmakaya, Sambhogaya, Nimanakayas, all the cities in this life, Pardo, and then the next life, the three times she bestows cities. Because right now Tara does that because she has this cause, everything. She is like a bank. In the bank has money. If there in the bank has no money, then that is the very big problem. Likewise, Tara has every this merit, power, everything she has. That's where it's like a wish fulfilling jewel. So the wish fulfilling jewel is we if we supplicate, we receive some benefit there. Right now, wish fulfilling jewel, real wish fulfilling jewel is some museums are seems jewel, wish fulfilling jewel because the one thing. But for me, whenever I talk about wish fulfilling jewel in Gargun, we have a wish fulfilling jewel, Gar Monastery. That's prayer well. The prayer well is really wish fulfilling jewel. I took so many money from there. I'm sorry to say. Actually, people made offering. People made offering it, and then we spend it, and then in the end of the year, the monks who the treasures, I think, they divide it, and each monks have 200, 300. They give us. And then this prayer will also protect many times from flu and other disease. And then this prayer will help protect our village many times, our family many times. So that's where this prayer well is really a wish fulfilling jewel if we supplicate it for us right now. Likewise, everybody has a different wish fulfilling jewels, right? So Tara practiced generosity vastly. So right now, if we supplicate her, she is like an Zambala, and she bestows all the wealth. If we really need money, it's better to supplicate Tara. a couple of years ago, many students they asked Gachin Boch too. They asked, "I need a baby, but I married with my husband for a few years, so still we don't have a baby." And then Rinpoche said, "Recite Tara Samantara." And after a few months later, they messaged to Rinpoche, "Thank you so much. Now we have a baby." So Rinpoche did not make that babies, right? Rinpoche blessed, asked Tara, and Tara blessed. So that's the way then accomplish all the wishes. And if you need a new job, if you need some accomplish some wish, supplicate Tara, and then Tara. If I supplicate Tara, she can benefit me or not. Until now, you can have this doubt. There are doubt as two, positive and negative. Positive is, oh, Tara really can bestow some benefit or not. So I really don't know well. So I'm going to ask some masters. I'm going to listen these teachings, and then you listen. Oh, then you're really strongly faith in Tara. That is then a positive doubt. Negative doubt is Tara really can bestow these cities or not, maybe not. Then you don't focus about Tara's sadhana, don't focus practice on there, and then one goes in the wrong way. So it is in your hands. So this is the third eyes that the generosity like a wish fulfilling jewel that is a representative of Tara's third eyes. And the fourth eyes is listening Dharma as ocean. So listening, usually we think listening Dharma, of course, right now the listeners, they know the value of, you all know the value of Dharma, listening Dharma, so you are listening. So I don't think a need to emphasize on there. But this teaching is in the YouTube, so it remain in there. So future, if someone listening this, for the sake of that, if I'm talking, I'm a little bit talk on it. Listening Dharma has many qualities. If you will focus in the perfect of my teacher, it's inside mentioned with many pages. One more chapters talking about that. So, how to listen Dharma? And then what is the benefit of listening Dharma? What is the qualities of listening Dharma? It mentioned in details. So the qualities of listening Dharma is you listen Dharma. This is precious wealth. Even thieves cannot steal it. Robert, or they cannot take away from you. And then you, if you are going to blossom your wisdom, then listening Dharma helps you to blossoms your wisdom petals. So then Tara also, she listened when she was ordinary life, ordinary being. She listened not only one time or two times. Listening Dharma is, for example, Shakyamuni Buddha, when he cultivated merit 3 countless eons, so he listened to many dharmas. Then, for that reasons, Buddha has Buddha's ear. Buddha's ear has special quality, and Tara also, she listened the Dharma like an ocean. So that's where she found a third, fourth eye. This is wisdom eye. And then fifth is samaya. Samaya like a crystal ball, like a glass, pure glass. So her samaya is like a crystal ball. That means there's no dirt. Very pure. Like a mirror. Very pure. Uh, so Tara kept samaya perfectly. For that reason, she has a samaya like a crystal ball. So that's where she has the fifth eye. Her fifth eye is also wisdom. And then sixth eye is actually that I'm quite not sure how to explain well. In the Dharma words, she understand how to shame, shy or shame. That means shy means the face becomes red, not like that. For example, if we, it's depend different culture. In Tibet culture, if you fart in publicly, and then that is they laughed. Actually, it's nature, right? Our breath half goes down, half goes up. But if you fart loudly in the public, then Tibet people cannot control their laugh. So that that shy means then person who fart, then they have the big red face. The face become red and something. Uh, this shy is not this part here. Here, shame or shy means if they broken law of karma, cause and effect. If they broken samaya, and then they shy in front of yidams, in front of gurus, in front of Buddhas. So, I made huge mistakes. And then shy is more a strong feeling than who fart in the public, something like that. But recently there's a strong prank fart. It's taught me. Sometimes I little bit watch means it comes in the these days everything is in our hand. Some my friends they make me fun, or they send me short clips of video, and then somebody it's a prank. Somebody fart, and then some people they suddenly covered their nose like this. And they really thought that is fart, yeah. And then it's so that means what I learned is everything is mind. Somebody really thought that is a fart, so then they covered the nose and then angry. These days is sometimes so funny, sometimes pretty dangerous, but sometimes so funny that and then yeah, there are different things. Anyhow, shame means today my samaya is impure, so I really feel shy. Feel shy means I'm going to be shy. No, not like this, okay? You really need to shy, or until you finish confess these non-virtues. So then you are a very good practitioner. So Tara did that. Tara, when she was ordinary being, if she made any mistakes and faults, and she felt shy in front of Buddhas, gurus, yidams, so that's why she found sixth eye, that is wisdom. As actually it's not bittery from parents to their child. The example is that. That means parents, if I'm a mother, I have a baby, maybe 2 months a baby. Baby can't say thank you to me, but I take care. Whether people see me or not, it doesn't matter, right? Only me and my baby there, still I take care. Otherwise, Dharma practice sometimes what happened is in the publicly we doing very well, but when we are alone in the room and we don't do good things. That happened in many times in our life. It's actually this is a even publicly doing sometimes try to best is also great. If you can't do exactly the same as uh, what you did in publicly, you can't do it in your room. But if you do publicly, it's a good doing well, meditate well, something like that, recite well. These are usually it's good. Lord Jigten Sungun said, "Oh, sometimes if you do some good things in publicly, then you step by step you become familiar, and then you can do it individually." So, as mother or father take care of their baby with in the publicly or without public, likewise, this Tara takes care karma cause and effect in the publicly, and she takes care by herself. That's why she has a sixth eye. That is wisdom. And then seventh is wisdom. Tara's profound wisdom is like example is like a sun, like the sun. Wisdom like the sun, it says. So that is a represent of her seventh eye, third eye. Okay, third eye. So Tara possesses seven eyes. If future people ask you, there are seven. Why Tara possesses seven eyes? And then your answer is because Tara possesses seven wisdom. And then seven wisdom, suddenly you can, people ask and you say five wisdoms, Mero like, Dharma Dhatu, equanimity, this discriminating wisdom. Five you easily can count, and the two you are, what are there? So best way is you say, oh, Tara's first wisdom is like is a faith like water. Second wisdom is moral discipline like a flower. Third wisdom, generosity like a wish fulfilling jewel. Fourth wisdom is listening dharma like ocean. Fifth, samaya is like a crystal ball. Sixth is shame, like parents never betray their children. And seventh is wisdom, like the sun. So that's where Tara has possess seven eyes, right? So Tara always see Tara's third eyes, always for us. She sees. She see our mind. Two eyes, she see our actions. And other eyes, she sees our previous lives and future lives. So right now there are many Taras in a human form. The Taras means not always females. Some male are Tara, and some female are genesic. So that's where they know if we don't care about our karma cause and effect, and then they know our mind, and then that's where we are going to trust. If we trust it, then it helps us. Okay. And then mother of generosity. I already told you her right hand is in the mudra of generosity, and her left holds a upala flower. She is adorned with a silken garment and precious jewels. That is she holds upala flower, and three fingers stand up. Actually, it coming later, but it represent the three jewels: Sangha, Dharma, and Buddha. So that means she never separate through three jewels. And then above her crown is crown says Amitabha, and her three places are Om Ahum. Crown says Amitabha because she, in this case, these sadhanas are related like among the four tantric. So these are Chaya Tantara, Kriya and Kriya Tantaras. Then their family Buddha is Amitabha, so Amitabha is there. But in Tara's life story about this the lineage part, it says Tara's practice is Mother Tantara, and it's very higher Anutara yoga, tantric the yoga. So that's where it's a very high level, and also it's millions of Tara's teachings in previous Buddhas. But then slowly, its time becomes degenerated time. Many Dakinis, they took in the Kachu Pure Land. They kept their Pure Land. So right now we have just a few volumes about Tara. And then future, if we don't practice well, it's possible there will remains just a few volumes, maybe 1 or 2 volumes, because Dakinis take it. Dakinis are actually great, but you know that sometimes Dakinis also invited guru. The holy gurus, sometimes they quickly pre-nirvana. Do you know why? Because Dakinis and Drakas, they invited. They look, they always focus in our realm, human society, and they noticed that these human beings that don't take samaya well, keep samaya well, they don't practice well, what they say or what they think and what they do are totally opposite, something like that. And then they invite gurus. It's called Khandu Tartha. Khandu Tartha means Khandu, the Dakinis, the 5 colors of this we use during the dripchins. These are actually like letters of Dakinis. They invited through this way. We also invite the 5 family Buddhas through this way, and Dakinis also invited through that way. So that's where we are going to keep very well. And then she is adorned with a silken garment and precious jewels. So that means internally she possesses profound qualities. So then outwardly she has these special uniforms. And then Amitabha and Crown, I said that. And then places are Om Ahom. That means Om Ahom, why the Taras 3 places adorned by Om Ahom. That means Buddhas. Okay, Taras form and all the Buddhas form are same. If we say, and then what is the proof? Because syllable Om, white Om. So that means this is like a certificate. These yidams whose 3 places adorned by the 3 syllables, that means they are Arya, they are Buddha, they are Bodhisattva, something like that. So Tara's body is same like all the Buddha's body, so that's where we write Om. Why we need Om here, that is also has a reason. And then Buddha's Tara's syllable A, red A, adorned Tara's throat. That means Tara's speech is all the Buddha's speech, the same. And then blue Hong adorned Tara's heart. That means all the Buddha's mind and Tara's mind are same. So Om Ahum. And then it says the light radiate from the thumb at her heart. Invite the wisdom being, resembling herself from Akanishita, who then is inseparably observed. So these Tara again radiate light. So connection. This Tara's heart is the center of her heart, the whale. There's a silver thumb. That is represent. That is actually Tara's life force. Tara's life force. Bodhicitta usually Bodhicitta is name of the our semen that we received from father, Kundali. So I think I shared, perhaps I shared last week. Kundali, when we from Pardo is like a homeless, even like a guest. We travel to different places. If we travel to Nepal, for example, today we arrived in Nepal, and then we check where is a hotel. Likewise, these Pardo beings enters in the parents' union, male and female union, and then they have a good karma. They are in the humane. Among humane, also some practitioners' family or something like that, and some are become like halflinas and bird and so forth, right? So then this Pardo consciousness enters. Right now, enters in the womb, mother's womb, and then first this white bindu and red bindu becomes like a vase. Between there, then subtle mind, subtle of our mind stay there, and then it it's like a covered with the upper white bindu and lower red bindu. That is called Vajra body. We call it a Vajra body. Where is it? Our Diti in the spatial channel. It stay in spatial channel. So outwardly, this white bindu, as we call bodhicitta. Red bindu we call tumo fire. So between there, then there is another way we say clarity. White bindu we call clarity. Red bindu we call the tumo flame, a bliss. I'm a bliss. And then clarity, very subtle clarity, is in the mind. But then they are actually inseparable. They are always here. Another way we call it life force. And then we call life force wind. That means life force wind keep them here. That's what we call life force wind is in our chakra, heart chakra, right? So silver thumb is actually the inseparable of this red bindu, or white bindu, and this clarity of mind, subtle mind. So that is silver thumb. So we call it actually bodhicitta. And then when we arise bodhicitta, we generate bodhicitta, as Tara generate bodhicitta, and then from this light, silver thumb radiate. We generate bodhicitta. Right now we don't see. That is I personally maybe thought, maybe thinking. Because in the usually when I studied some debate session, there are many names of colors. At that time, I had very interesting. After a little while, I lost that interesting. So I think it's always doing this not so much. But then I studied in the Vajrayana again. Oh, colors are very important. So that's where there are always have the colors. These colors radiate like a sun and the rainbow. The sun's like a rainbow color. So that's where from this Tara's silver thumb, radiate light. It's this the ray of this silver thumb touch this wisdom being Tara. Also, she also have here a silver thumb, and exactly we hit the drum. We so a drumstick and a drum touching together with the forcefully, the sound comes, right. Likewise, wisdom being of Tara rest at ease in the Dharma Dhatu space. And then this in front visualization of Tara's heart center of the wheel is from the silver thumb project the light on the exactly this wisdom being Tara's silver thumb, and then this wisdom being of Tara wake up from the samadhi. It's like right now we calling phone or something like that. Calling phone, everything is actually come from the light, We some visible, some are invisible. Even in the darkness is also light. In scientists say that exactly in the Dharma says the light. So that's where this silver thumb radiate light. That is bodhicitta. Only if this silver thumb need to radiate light, then the other powers can't do it. Only bodhicitta can do it. Only bodhicitta can radiate the light from silver thumb. So, and then the thumb here heart inviting the wisdom being resembling herself from Akanishta. Akanishta, I already told you. Akanishta is Pure Land. Okay, today I a little bit explain more about this. There are few Akanishta. So first Akanishta is when we count, right now we are in the human realm. In this human realm and desire realm is a little bit different. Desire realm is more provides, more vast than human realm. So desire, right now we are human realm, and then this realm is also a desire realm. In the desire realms also have some animals and some gods. So there are 33 gods. So the 33 gods, the very top of the 33 gods, there is also a Ganishta realm. So there is a Ganishta realm. In the Suttarayana where it says, oh, a Ganishta realm is there. Okay, in the Vajrayana, Aganishta Ram is actually here. Here. So Aganishta Ram, I said, one is the triangle where we have in the Tumo fire flame area. It's called Chumjong triangle. And another one is in the Dzogpa Chimbo, there are actually 5 Aganishta Ram, it mentions. So that is, I already mentioned this. It's Akanishta Ram is between the upper white bindu and the lower white bindu. That is also Akanishta Ram. In fact, then this who then is inseparable, absorbed. Absorbed means then dissolve. So Tara, wisdom being Tara, absorbed, inseparably absorbed in the front visualization Tara. Likewise, we practice like this, visualize through this way, and then what should we do is, for example, right now I'm focusing towards you, and I must perceive. I need to perceive that their mind and my mind are same. That's if you really try to improve. It's very important. I mean, this perception or this realization. If you do that, and then compassion and bodhicitta sometimes spontaneously can radiate. For example, my family member and my friend, my relative, my friend, and then my hometown. We always have a different feeling. For example, one of my family member gets sick. If I hurt, it's certainly effect in my mind. And even I recite Meditative Buddha's mantra, feeling is more sincere. I can recite it sincerely. And then, second, some relatives also have something, and then recite some prayers more, but not as sincere as recite for family. And then there's friends, and then the relative, the same hometown people, and there's something like that. These are actually love, but combined with the desire. So, in this way, when we practice Dharma, and then we always perceive that all beings are friends, more close than friends. That is, their mind and my mind are same. That actually, even you sometimes you stay in the chair in your room, and the ants or bugs or scorpion or some coming are going there. Sometimes you watch and you communicate with yourself. Oh, your mind and my mind is same. First, you just communicate this, repeat again and again, and then slowly you try to arise compassion. As some one a non-Buddhist, he praised to Buddha. He said that Buddha, you and I were same first. They are seems a friend. Friend means the same village. Uh, they are same hometown. I mean, and but you practice bodhicitta, so right now you become enlightened, and I only work by myself. So still, I am still samsaric being. So the same like you can communicate with the scorpion or scorpion, you and my mind are same. You sincerely communicate from your mind. But right now, my mind is combined with Dharma or Dharma methods, and your mind is still combined with the self-grasping. So it does not, you criticize it, right? So that's where now I'm better than you. So I generate compassion to you. And then you practice aspiration bodhicitta, engaging bodhicitta, and then you say, oh, you may you become, you attain precious human life. So then, perhaps this scorpion is bodhicitta, bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas benefit sentient beings are very, how to say, in different ways. Not always wearing dharma robes and seats a higher throne, sitting in the very fancy the, uh, chair. Bodhisattvas sometimes they come to you as a beggar. Sometimes they come to you like a businessman. Sometimes they come to you as a student. Sometimes that's really I sometimes not always that I feel that. Sometimes really I feel oh they this sangha or dharma students, they listen to me. There are many holy gurus. If they listen from these teachings, of course they can listen profound teachings. But still, some sangha continually listening my teachings. So they come to me to help. They are really bodhisattvas who helped me. Sometimes I really feel it, but that is not accidentally feel it. It is my guru's blessings, and it's the blessings of this dharma, learning the dharma, and then it helps. And then I think it's not. I don't think it's only my imagination. So bodhisattvas benefit in different way. So somebody made angry, and first very seriously anger, my angry emotion arises, and then second thinking, oh, uh, try to practice tolerance, forbearance, and then it's then angry emotion goes down, sometimes that happened, then can feel, oh, perhaps this person helped me to progressive my tolerance. So it's possible this person is also a bodhisattva, you know. So likewise, the bugs you communicate, uh, you can communicate step by step. Suddenly, you cannot fathom that, oh, you are Buddha. You can't fathom it. You can practice 6 perfections with a single bug, you know, one ant or one scorpion. Even snake. Before I really scared snake so much. When I was very kid, at that time, even my parents told me sometimes. Anyhow, I heard though, after death in the hell realm, there's a lot of death, and he has many retinues, servants, and one retinue's head is a tiger, body is human, and then he hold the weapons like a chain or something, and then we go to the hell and they bind. And then some head is bear, some head is different animals. I'm not no feeling. I did not have feeling at that time. But one the servant, his head is a snake, and then he came to you. At that I really scared. Since and then when I were talking about snake, little bit itching under the feet, my feet itching. I really afraid of snake, like that way. Then, but a couple of years ago here, one sangha, there is one king. They call it king snake, not a rattle. And then he comes gently. He come there, and I watch there. I have many stories, but I shortcut that. And then he or she, I don't know, enters in the hole. So half body enters in the hole, and half the body is outside, and it continually is like a train entered in some inside of the mountain. They make hole there. It's very similar. It's entered inside, and then my Dharma friends recite Om Mani Padme Hum, and then touching on the snake like this way. And I felt, oh, that's very true. Snake's poisons is only on the fan. Only some snake I heard the tail have some, rattlesnake have something. Otherwise, poisons on their tail. Otherwise, most of snakes, poisons is only on their fins, right? In the mouth area. So that's where then it helped me a lot, you know. Then since from that time, I could a little bit reduce afraid of snake. But oh, I don't afraid of snake. I don't care. This is pretty much stupid. We don't want to make them afraid, and we are going to take care of ourselves. That important. But there's no reason to even hear the name of snake and then itching on the under the feet, something like that. So it's a, in fact, celibate thumb. Right now, Tara and we are different. Right now, we possess celibate knee. It's yellow color. Tara possesses celibate thumb. It's wet in color. Only that difference. So if knee need to enter, we already say mandala, enter the center of a mandala of Tara, then we need to cultivate bodhicitta. So in fact, knee should transform into the thumb, celibate thumb. That means then we are in the Tara's protective sphere or Tara's mandala. So, and then I, Tara, and all of the Dharma friends, mind are same means actually that is a second level. Same means I possess celibate thumb, you possess celibate thumb, Tara possess celibate thumb. So, right now we are possess celibate knee. From knee, then attachment aversion, anger, jealousy, self-pride, they radiate. And there we get many sufferings. But when we possess a silver thumb, we free from jealousy, free from anger, free from self-pride, free from ignorance. So that's the way then we Tara protect us always. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. We stop here now and then dedicate bodhicitta. Please, you arise bodhicitta from bottom of your heart. Okay. May bodhicitta, the precious and the supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Okay.
Thank you to everyone, and of course, thank you, Khenpo. For those of you who would like to continue with us for the Dharma discussion right now, if you're on the Zoom room, you can just stay there. For those of you who are on YouTube, you'll have to get out of this program and then just click on the Dharma discussion for today, and you'll be back on. We look forward to seeing everybody in just a few minutes.